just to like, you know, fit in a little bit more with like the guys' friendship group or whatever it is. And I know I've also done things in relationships where I've gone, God, you'd look really good in that jacket. And it's like, how far can you go with that before it becomes manipulation and stops being just caring about somebody and loving them? And where is the line? And I think that is the question of the play, really.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And in this play, it is the male lead who feels under pressure to change the way that he looks for his female partner. And you're a leading man and a very good-looking leading man.
Thank you.
Do you ever feel pressure?
I try and always keep a really healthy balance, and I've always felt better for it. So if anything that I've done, whether it's been working out or I don't know, changing a hairstyle for the show, whatever it is, it's always been like a conscious choice just to feel better rather than it being like an obsession that feels unhealthy.
So for some, historically this play has been described as being about kind of sex and coercion and abuse of power in a relationship. You've spoken out about Weinstein in the past and about that abuse of power. Can I ask you, do you feel the industry has changed?
The fact that Weinstein is now in prison is, I think, a great sign of progress. And, you know, the fact that that happened and it was taken seriously and that actually he faced consequences, I think, is extremely important. But I was very happy to add my name to a list and to, even in a tiny way, add some strength to that list in terms of just making the list longer. It was also very healing at the time because, you know, I'd sat on that experience for years and thought that it was my fault and thought that, you know, because I agreed to go to a meeting with him, that meant that I deserved to be made to feel unsafe. I started acting 12 years ago, and 12 years ago it was like you literally had to have your body measurements on sometimes on the audition sheets when you go into audition for like commercials and things like that. I think things like that have changed for the better. I think things have changed for the better in terms of the use of intimacy coordinators. Like even just for this play, we had an amazing intimacy coordinator come in and really choreograph like any kisses or any romantic moments so that there could be no mistake. I definitely feel a lot more supported and sort of powerful now going into jobs.
And Luke, you are now the talk of the ton.
Yes.
Why is that show, Bridgerton, being such a global phenomenon?
We didn't expect it to blow up the way that it did. I think what Netflix and the Shondaland team did was kind of redefine the period dramas, essentially, and create like a new world. Everyone feels represented within that show, and it's casting. Yeah, and I think it was